Hey there, this is Pastor Jeff. It is Wednesday, July 6th, 2022. We're here for our daily lectionary readings. We've got three readings. Psalm 119, 73 through 80 is our psalm reading. Joshua chapter 23, verses 1 through 16 is our Old Testament reading. And then our New Testament reading comes from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 10, verses 13 through 16. Let us listen in to our scripture, our psalm reading. With your very own hands you formed me. Now breathe your wisdom over me so I can understand you. When they see me waiting, expecting your word, those who fear you will take heart and be glad. I can see now, God, that your decisions are right. Your testing has taught me what's true and right. Oh, love me, and right now, hold me tight, just the way you promised. Now comfort me so I can live, really live. Your revelation is the tune I dance to. Let the fast-talking tricksters be exposed as frauds. They tried to sell me a bill of goods, but I kept my mind fixed on your counsel. Let those who fear you turn to me for evidence of your wise guidance, and let me live whole and holy, soul and body, so I can walk with my head held high. Our Old Testament reading comes from the book of Joshua, chapter 23. A long time after God had given Israel rest from all their surrounding enemies, and Joshua was a venerable old man, Joshua called all of Israel together, elders, chiefs, judges, and officers. Then he spoke to them. I'm an old man. I've lived a long time. You have seen everything that God has done to these nations because of you. He did it because he's God, your God. He fought for you. Stay alert. I have assigned to you a lot, these nations that remain as an inheritance to your tribes. These, in addition to the nations I have already cut down, from the Jordan to the Great Sea and the west. God, your God, will drive them out of your path until there's nothing left of them, and you'll take over their land just as God, your God, promised you. Now stay strong and steady. Obediently do everything written in the book of Revelation of Moses. Don't miss a detail. Don't get mixed up with the nations that are still around. Don't so much as speak the names of their gods or swear by them. And by all means, don't worship or pray to them. Hold tight to your God, just as you have done up until now. God has driven out the superpower nations before you. And up to now, no one has been able to stand up to you. Think of it. One of you, single handedly, putting 1,000 on the run, because God is God, your God, because he fights for you, just as he promised you. Now, diligently, guard your soul. Love God, your God, because if you wander off and start taking up these remaining nations still among you, enter me, say, and have other dealings with them, know for certain that God, your God, will not get rid of these nations for you. There'll be nothing but trouble to you, horsewhip on your backs and sand in your eyes, until you're the ones who will be driven out of this good land that God, your God, has given you. As you can see, I'm about to go the way we all end up going. Know this with all of your heart, with everything in you, that not one detail has failed of all the good things God, your God, promised you. It has all happened. Nothing's left undone. Not so much a word, but just as sure as everything good that God, your God, has promised has come true. So also God will bring to pass every bad thing until there's nothing left of you in this good land that God has given you. If you leave the path of the covenant of God, your God, that he commanded you, go off and serve and worship other gods, God's anger will blaze out against you. In no time, at all. There will be nothing left of you. No sign that you've ever been in this good land that he gave you. And now our New Testament reading. It comes from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 10, verses 13 through 16. Doom, Chorazin, doom, Bethsaida. If Tyre and Sidon had been given half the chances given you, they'd have been on their knees long ago, repenting and crying for mercy. Tyre and Sidon will have it easy on Judgment Day compared to you. And you, Capernaum, do you think you're about to be promoted to heaven? Think again. You're on a fast track to hell. The one who listens to you listens to me. The one who rejects you rejects me. And rejecting me is the same as rejecting God who sent me. And here ends our readings for the day. God's blessings and God's peace. Have a beautiful day.